Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll be showing you how to create this transitional title animations while sharing After Effects, which you can use in your next project or your next paid project. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create a new composition. Select my text to here and then I type in motion. So I'm going to align this text at the center of my composition, and then I come to the character tab and I increase the size of the text, something around here. Duplicate the text by hitting Ctrl+Z on the keyboard and I bring this down and I hesitate to graphics. Reduce the graphic size so it just fits beneath the motion. And then to animate these two texts, I'll be using the trim path. And for me to use the trim path on this text, I'll need to change this to a shape layer. And to do that, I'll right click here, go to create and create shapes from text, and same thing with the motion. Select these two texts because we don't need them anymore and delete. Now the two layers are shape layers, and I want to animate them using a stroke. So the first thing I'm going to do is come down to the motion tab. The fill, I'm going to set it to none, and then the color, I'm going to set it to something yellow. Stroke width, I'm going to set it to about, let's say 10, and same thing with the graphics. To start animating, I'll select these two layers, hit S to scale, set the keyframe here, move about a second ahead. Another keyframe for the scale, come down to the very start and I increase it, let's say around here. Yeah, this will work just fine. Select these two keyframes, hit F9 to ease the keyframes, come to my graph editor, and if you can't view the graph editor like this, you come here and you take edit speed graph, because maybe it can be an edit value graph which some people use, but I prefer using this speed graph because it's the one I understand. Select this motion here, go down and add a trim path. Come down to the trim path, set keyframe for start and end, move again a second ahead, set another keyframe for start and end. Set everything to 100 at the end, and then come to the start and set everything to 0. Select these top keyframes for the start and offset them just like this. Select the keyframes here and hit F9 to ease the keyframes. Go to the graph editor, select these handles here and bring them in. To make these keyframes to be visible or to hide them, you press U on your keyboard to do that. What I want next is that when this trim path finish animating, I want the text to stay in place. Yeah, duplicate this 3 times. Select all the top layers and offset them. I want this to end with yellow. I come to the very top layer here. Sorry, I delete this scale keyframes here, and I delete the start keyframes. I don't want them anymore. I'll set this start to 0. Bring this in. Let's say something right here. So for this first color, I'm going to set the color of white. Now just change these colors individually. This one will be red, and then this will be blue. And the final color which I want the animation to stay in is yellow, which is this final layer here. It animates in something like this. So to animate the graphics, I'll come down here and I'll add trim path. For the trim path, I'm going to set the keyframe for start and end. Go again to the end, move a second ahead and another keyframe. Bring everything to 100 at the end, and for the start, everything should be at 0. Select these start keyframes and offset them. Select everything, hit F9 to ease the ease, and go to the graph editor. And then I change this hand and put these handles behind to animate in just like this. And now, since I want it to also stay forever as this motion here, I'm going to select this, duplicate 3 times by hitting Ctrl+Z on the keyboard, and I offset the layers. The first layer here, start with the color of yellow. This one, red, blue. And the final color should end at white. And since I want it to last forever, I'm going to delete the start keyframes and bring the start keyframe to say 100. And yeah, for the scale, I also delete the scale here. I'll need the scale. And let me see, I come here. Yeah, the scale should be at 100, and I delete them. And then the start should be at 0, not at 100. So the next title animation, or the title transition I'm going to animate, is the one with the box. So to do that, I'll create a new composition again. I'll be using the square, and I'll be animating the path of the square. So to draw the box, I'll hold our right joint, and while drawing the box, I'll hold Shift and Control to have a perfect shape. Come to the Align tab and align this at the center of my composition. Set a keyframe for position by hitting P on my keyboard, move a second ahead, and set another keyframe. Go to the very start and bring this down. Press Shift T so I'll maintain the position while at the same time adding the opacity keyframes. Bring this to 0. Select all of these keyframes and hit F9 to ease the keyframes. Come to my graph editor and I bring this in. So since I'll be animating the path, I'll come down to Content, Rectangle, Path, and then set a keyframe for path. Move again 10 frames ahead and set another keyframe here. And I want this to increase. Then my keyframes, hit F9 to ease the ease, and I'm going to type in motion graphics. Now come to the path. Let me see, and adjust this. Let me adjust this box so that it just fits in the motion. So this text, I want it to be visible only when this box has fully expanded itself. I'll cut this layer by pressing the left angle bracket key. Duplicate this shape here. I'll bring the timeline ahead, and then I delete opacity keyframes and the position. Select these keyframes and bring them in, and then come up here. I don't want it to have a stroke anymore, but I want it to have a feel. Position it at the top. Come down to this text, go to track math, and if this is not visible, you come down here and toggle this on to make them visible. So you come down to the track mate and put an alpha mate. So when it expands like this, I want it to become a square again, but a larger square. Come down again here, move again 10 frames ahead, and set a keyframe for the path. Double click here and I resize this. So this text, I want the motion to be above with the yellow color and the graphics to be below with the white color. So I'll duplicate this text here, come right here and I cut the two layers. Select this layer here and exit this. I'll change the color so that it'll be visible for me to rearrange them or to reposition it. Come here and I'll change this to none because I don't need that anymore. So I'll reposition this somewhere around here. Let me just delete this layer and I'll duplicate this. And I'll reposition this also. Exit this to graphics. I'll cut these layers here by holding out on the right angle bracket key so that this layer starts here. And from start, I'll choose this motion here. Let me just set the color to yellow since I'll be working with a yellow color. Press P for position. Set a keyframe here, move ahead, and set another keyframe here. When this box transforms, I want this to be positioned somewhere around here. Then for the graphics, I want it to be positioned, let's say, below. I want to add a scale. Then for motion, I'm going to increase the size. Just reposition everything correctly. I select all of my keyframes as usual. Easy keyframes. Go to the graphics editor, select this, adjust the handle. Come down to the shape tool and I reshape the box. To resize this, I'll first of all click on this path so that I know I'm working with this path here. So let's see what we've done so far. I like the way it's animating. Let me see and select these keyframes here. This is the problem. I haven't exited this handle here, so I bring this behind. So you now see the difference while animating using the graphics editor. Now everything works smoothly. Again, I'll come to this motion, then I want the color to also change. So I'll come down here to add fill color and RGB. Set a keyframe here, move ahead, and set another keyframe, and I'll change the color to yellow. And then the first keyframe will be in white. Select the keyframes, hit F9 easy ease, and change the handle here. So since this is a short animation which I want to review for long, I'll just come here and I press N to cut this work area so that it just keeps looping there. Thanks for watching, guys. Smash the like button because I know it helps the channel to grow, and also subscribe to the channel for more tutorials like this. Peace out.